potato has been peeled. What we'll do now is cut it into cubes, do a medium dice. While it's still warm, we'll add a little green onion.
Does that so fast?
Just a little bit. It's a really simple process. Basically, you just take green onions, a little salt and pepper. Okay, now the potatoes are diced. What we'll do is just give them a good toss. While they're still warm, what I'll do is just take and load them into a cookie cutter. And just apply just enough pressure to bind it. Really just a unique way of presenting potatoes, a little different from mash. As you can see, it's beautiful. Now at this point it needs to be refrigerated. Now I want the starch just want to cool down and relax a little bit. So we'll let it sit. And for the purposes of time, I have one already. And this will take in saute as well. Notice the eggplant is now developed really nice. Nice dark hue. Sugars are working. The red chili that we put in there, the garlic is completely broken down. And that's exactly what we want.
It smells delicious.
Now we'll start with the salmon. In the interest of time, we've already taken the liberty of making one of the potato paste, which we'll saute with the salmon. Right now we want to jump on the veg. Now what I have here is just a medley of carrots, baby carrots, orange and parsnips, baby parsnips. We'll basically just cut them in quarters. We'll be serving it with the salmon, along with the green beans. I like to split. I like to look inside of the bean. I mean, outside it's really not that much character. Once you split something, it really takes on a different attribute. So what we're going to do is just split these. We're going to lightly blanch them in salted water. Blanching is a technique in which you use boiling salted water and you basically just plunge vegetables in it and cook them to al dente or to half done if you will. And at which point we'll cool them down. The purpose of this demonstration will be fluid. Okay, so we have our veg going. We'll also be featuring some lemon verbena we have from our garden, which we'll be garnishing the plate with, as well as some basil blossoms, which actually, unless you're growing the plant yourself, it's really hard to get these blossoms. Most vendors or stores will only give you the basil leaves, and you miss the beautiful blossoms that could possibly be used in the dish. We'll be utilizing those as well. Okay, now my plate is heated up. What we'll be doing now is adding just a little bit of salad oil. Again, I'm looking for the same characteristics in my saute pan as I did in the previous shot. You want to make sure the oil is rippling. Once the oil is rippling, you know your pan and your oil is good to go. I'm going to face down. We're basically going to let that sear. We just finished searing the salmon, and again what we're looking for is a nice golden glaze. Sugars in the presence of amino acids will burn and give you the Maillard reaction, which basically is a characteristic browning that you find in most steaks and all seafood that are sauteed at a medium to high heat. So that's basically what we've accomplished there. And what we'll do now is just take a little bit of the glaze and we'll finish the salmon up with that. This, because of the heavy or high fat content in salmon, you'll find that the flavor of it still keeps its integrity, even in the midst of something as heavy as this tamarind glaze, soybean glaze that we have here. So don't let that scare you. It's going to turn out perfectly. And Nick will just put that in the oven, of course, and we have to wait now. I'm sorry. This is the potato cake. Once it's all formed and cooled, we're going to add a little bit of salt and pepper to it. Again, we're looking for the same characteristics in our pan in regards to the oil. We want to make sure it's rippling, not smoking, definitely rippling. And what we'll do is basically put it in the saute pan and just lightly sear it. Now if you notice I'm using Teflon. Teflon is really great for non-stick cookery. It's not really good for braising, so you want to avoid putting liquids in your pan if it breaks down the Teflon and can eventually become carcinogenic. So what you want to do is basically, it's great for sauteing quick items like this potato or scallops or salmon, as the case may be, but definitely you do not want to add liquid and braise. Alright, we'll just let that continue to brown. We have our vegetables here that we've lightly blanched, and we'll be sauteing those as well. Most sauteed items are sauteed in oil, olive oil, or whatever the case may be. You want to make sure you drain them once they're done. Drain them once they're done. That way you aren't feeding your guests a lot of oil. It's really important these days to really take that into consideration. Right, continuity, we'll use the same pan that I used for the potatoes, and we'll drop the veg in. A little salt. We'll let this drain here. Done, we'll let those drain a little bit. Now it'll all start to come together. The salmon dish is all completed in regards to the cooking. We have the seared salmon here. We have the potato cake as well as the vegetables, which are excellent. We have a little bit of the tamarind soy glaze that we made earlier, as well as the eggplant. Now we're going to put it all together. In regards to food, people eat with their eyes. So I'm a big fan of making things aesthetically pleasing, and certainly in terms of flavor to make sure it is well developed. So we'll begin with a little bit of the soy glaze. We'll make that pretty pronounced and a little playful maybe. going to top that with a little bit of eggplant that we created. Move this a little closer. Salmon. Some things you don't expect to happen on camera, you just have to go with it. A little bit of our salmon. Then we have our veg. Again, you just want to make it as aesthetically appealing as possible. Notice I'm working with shades of brown. You don't necessarily need red, white, and blue. Where you have red, you have to have white, you have to have blue. Shades of brown, shades of green. As long as it comes together and totally makes sense to you and your guest, you definitely I want to fill a shade. I want to go for it. Garnishing that with a little bit of verbena and a little basil blossom. And that's our soy plum glazed salmon with potato cake and braised eggplant. Enjoy.